Hello and welcome to CBN Regent Toastmasters. Have you ever experienced a Toastmasters meeting? No? Well, there's one going on inside right now, so come on in, let's go. Welcome. The CBN Regent Toastmasters Club number 7013 meeting is officially open.
Great to be Toastmaster of the Day. It's a role I just love. It's probably my most favorite role. How many of you have been Toastmaster of the Day before? All right, then you know what I'm talking about. Do I have time? I just want to share one little personal Toastmaster testimony, if I could. I was just totally afraid of public speaking. It was one of my greatest fears. I think even as a childhood, I'd rather fail a class than to get up to do an oral report. So when I heard about Toastmasters, I knew I needed to come. Not that I wanted to come, I knew that I needed to come.
Our word today is flout. Now this is a commonly misused word, usually flaunt. I recently was at a speech for a politician who talked about flaunting the law when she really meant to disobey the law. So it's a commonly misused word. So our word today is flout.
As the timer, I have a handy little box here with a green, a yellow, and a red light. Each speaking part of the meeting has a suggested goal time for the minimum speech length and the maximum speech length. Thank you very much. And when the minimum length has been met, I will turn on the green light. When you're halfway between the minimum and the maximum, I'll put on the yellow light. And when you have reached the maximum time length, I will put on the red light. And that will indicate that really you've got 30 seconds to wrap it up, or you have gone over the limit.
I'm the odd counter today, and I will count ahs and ums and those other awkward periods of speaking in everybody's presentations, and we'll give a count of those that I caught at the end of our session.
Here to give her 10th speech, titled Burning Ships, is Kosciuszko.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, something we can all agree on: in order to accomplish anything in life, whatever that may be, we need to have a clear-cut vision of what that goal looks like. And we need to take that first step, sometimes called a leap of faith. The power of imagination is alluded to many times throughout the Bible, and one of the first times that springs to mind, one of the earliest times, was when God talked to Abraham and told him that he was going to make him the father of many nations. Well, he took Abraham out under the night sky and said, "Abraham, look at this dome filled with stars. From east to west, front to back, as far as you can see, all of these stars are how many I will make your descendants."
Well, it was late in the evening of June 5th. The show was about to start, and the new young entertainer was standing backstage in the wings waiting to go on. Softly, a radio was playing when all of a sudden came over the radio, "Flash! This is the Mutual Broadcasting Network. Allied troops are landing on the beaches of Normandy, France." "Holy mackerel," says the entertainer. "I can't go out there and tell jokes. There's hundreds of people in the Copacabana nightclub, and probably scores and scores of them have sons and nephews being shot up at the beaches of Normandy, France."
Now, my purpose here today is to share with you the top 3 reasons why students are not successful in online learning. Within those reasons, I will outline a success plan and then give an overview at the end. Now, the first reason why students who take online courses are not successful is because they have unrealistic expectations.
It's time to move on to everybody's favorite, and that's the table topics. Our table topics master today is Janice Cook. The purpose of table topics is to have members and guests kind of think on their feet. Our table topics master will give us a subject to to speak on. We'll have 1 to 2 minutes. And here is Janice with our table topic.
The question is, in some countries, for example, South Korea, students attend classes 6 days a week. Do I think America should consider increasing the amount of class time in our schools? Well, 6 days a week.
Many people in America have enjoyed successful careers without a college education. Tell us why or why not you believe a college education is important to career success. Now, do I believe that college education is essential to career success? I do not.
For the first time in history, more women than men are currently enrolled in every post-secondary educational degree program, with the exception of the doctorate level programs. Is this something to celebrate or cause for concern? Okay, I'll take one of the other questions.
During the evaluations, we really get a chance to, that's the time we really get a chance to look at what we do good, what we can improve on, and just how we can grow in our speech-making abilities and our public speaking and communicating.
Well, this was Kaz's 10th speech. You know, for 10th speech, you would really expect someone to have it organized, to be able to use vocal variety, to be able to have excellent body language. You know, Kaz did all that.
How do we know he was entertaining? I looked around and I saw a lot of you were smiling, chuckling, laughing. His message, being discovered by God, excellent. And that's something of a hallmark for Jeffrey. He picks great topics. And when you pick great topics, like the meat of what he's going to talk about is solid. And that's why he was very successful.
I think the thing that stood out to me is you established credibility with your voice. You had a very teacherly presence. And I thought you used your voice in a way to make me want to believe you. Like you've been there, you have the insight, you have authority, you know what you're talking about. And you did that, I guess, by being personal.
Well, without flouting the time, we're going to move right on to a summary of reports, beginning with our timer. Beth, how did we do today?
Kyle Graham, 6 minutes and 42 seconds. So you were right within your guidelines. The table topics, each person, David, you had a minute. Jimmy, you had a minute and 50 seconds. Harrison, a minute and 6 seconds. So everyone was between 1 and 2 minutes.
I had Beth at just 1. Myself, make it an even dozen. Suzanne, Luna, none. Kaz, none in her speech. As Jeffrey Anderson, also none. Kyle Graham, only 1. We almost had a hat trick with 0 Oz on our speeches, which I thought was amazing.
Jeffrey used both words correctly. That was really nice. Kaz used it correctly.
We want to welcome you to Toastmasters International. Thank you so much for joining. You'll be a great asset. Thank you. So, with that, another great meeting has come to conclusion, and I hereby pronounce the meeting over.